Good morning.
So we have a pretty interesting and important topic to talk about on today's video. Going to be a little bit more serious of a tone, because this is something that a lot of people need to know. This is information that everybody should know, especially as we get into alt season and as all you degenerates start trying to buy different meme tokens. But JC, what's going on?
Good morning, Reptar. It's been a good morning. Had to get the kids up early because got to get them used to getting up early because school starts next week. Rocking the "You've Got the Touch" Optimus Prime T-shirt from all
Love that.
my Gen
Love
X
that.
and millennials who know. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Optimus Prime died. Spoiler alert. Snape killed Dumbledore.
So yeah, guys, it is a good morning. We're gonna quickly start with the bubbles as we do every morning. But we will get into some of our tips for
Mr. Gray is here with us off the bat. Good morning, Mr. Gray. Good to see you.
Good morning, Mr. Gray. Welcome in the chat. If you guys have questions, feel
Chat
free
with
to
you.
ask. But yeah, today is going to be an important but quick topic. We have a lot of, as you can see, these are just a few of our favorite projects, guys, but there are thousands, maybe even tens, hundreds of thousands of projects. Some are made every day. So we are, it's really overwhelming sometimes to decide what is a good project, especially some like I just want to highlight Pump.Fun. Pump.Fun has been so erratic over the past, week. It has just been, dropping by 50%, going up by 100. I mean, let's check it out for the week. Let's see kind of where it is at. But again, a lot of these projects are kind of difficult to really identify and see what should I get into, what should I not. And we're gonna have a couple tips today about what you guys should not buy and what you should be looking.
We want to talk about just red flags for projects that might indicate that if you're not one of the chosen few at the very beginning, you're gonna lose your butt. So yeah.
Yikes.
Because how do we know? Because it's happened to us. So we'll share some of our experiences, but yeah, let's talk about some bubbles here. Today we're back up a little bit. I think yesterday was a response to the double nothing burger of the crypto strategic reserve, not the Bitcoin strategic reserve. Apparently, those are two different things. But the crypto strategic reserve report from the presidential committee, whatever, was a big nothing burger. No details at all about anything.
Super disappointing. No rate cuts, which we expected.
Yeah,
to
and
be fair,
of course,
I
no
saw
rate
so
cuts.
many people on Twitter. Why was there no rate cut? Are you kidding me? It's like there doesn't need to be a rate cut right now, guys. We're not expecting this until September, maybe even a little later.
Yeah, here's an interesting thing that I read this morning about trying to put lipstick on a pig here at least was one of the reasons Trump and many people are looking for rate cuts is the United States has to refinance their debt. When the debt crisis hit in 2008, caused by the housing crisis and all that stuff, the governments around the world everyone agreed, okay, we're just gonna reset our interest.
And guys, if you sorry to cut you off, JC, but great movie recommendation. If you guys haven't seen The Big Short, it's such a great movie, and it talks all about what happened during the housing and financial crisis. And it's such a great movie to watch if you want to learn more about, kind of what we're talking about today.
So every 4.5, 5 years or so, countries around the world, they started financing their debt and refinancing their debt every 4 to 5 years. And so that's another reason kind of the Bitcoin cycle flows the way it does, is because every 4 years the governments around the world need to lower interest rates so that they can refinance their debt at lower rates. Well, if we don't lower the rates, we have to finance at these higher rates, right? Well, if we're refinancing at higher rates, what does that mean? It means it costs more money. So what do? They turn on two money printers to go burr. So maybe higher interest rates is actually better for crypto. I don't know.
And that's the thing, guys. We're not expecting
trying
really
to get some hopium here. I don't know.
Yeah, no, exactly. We're really not expecting anything, really to happen until September. But people are just upset because when moon, right? So so with the market's kind of like as we said, we didn't expect to see rate cuts yesterday. We didn't expect to see a crazy weekend pump. We really expected to see the opposite. And now things are starting to come back a little bit. We're starting to have that, we relieved some of the pressure, some people selling, and now we're moving back in the right direction. So those of you who yesterday and the day before bought HBAR render, some of these other projects we've been talking about for a while on the dips, you guys are doing really well right now.
And we did have last night on our game night, we did have DJ come on and kind of talk about some points of control and some micro chart formations and stuff, and bottoms to look out for and where things might bounce. So if you're not in the game night on Wednesday nights, every now and then we do get some technical analysis on stuff like that. So
it's a lot of fun, guys. We're giving away prizes, and DJ is, he's really involved in stocks and other things. He's such a smart guy. And shout out DJ. Hi, DJ. So yeah, we'll get back into kind of see, the thing is, guys, we talk a lot here about very strong projects that have big backings that we're really interested in, that we think are really utilizing this technology properly. But that's not what this video is about.
Nope.
This video is about the garbage, the sweaty garbage that we've just had to deal with over the past 4 years. And some of these projects, like, no offense to Pump.Fun, don't know anything about it, but some of these projects that are quite literally pump and dump projects. So, JC, I'll let you.
Yeah, the whole goal of these projects is for the creators to create a project, make money, and you foot the bill. Does anyone remember that kid what was the name of that token that kid created? Oh gosh, he made like 100 grand or whatever, and then he dumped all over everybody, and then they brought the token back up, and he would have made like $10 million if he'd have just kept his tokens. Somebody help me out. Somebody in the chat has to know what I'm talking about.
If they can help us out. The only one that I really remember that I was stunned by was the Hawk 2 coin.
Right.
It's wild how much.
I imagine more people will be familiar with that because everyone knows the meme. They literally, and that's number one clue that it's probably a pump and dump. Is it a meme?
And that's that's a good point, because one thing I want to bring up is there are successful meme coin projects like Dogecoin, for instance. But the reason they're successful, and I'll let JC kind of talk about this a little bit, is because they show certain features. All right. They have an established founder and some other things that we'll get into here in a second. But some of these meme coins that have, the Hawk 2 coin did well because people knew who the girl was. And they kind of had some faith in it.
Trump coin is a meme coin.
Exactly. Same principle. People who love Trump will buy it because he is back. But some of these coins are just absolute degenerate garbage. And don't get me wrong, you can make fun of degenerate garbage, but
it's the reason everyone is drawn to these is because they see in that first 2 to 12 hours the token. Find us a token that went up like 200,000%, and it's like
this is a great example, guys.
So look at this chart here.
Well, look at the month. Just look at this savage. This coin hasn't really been out for a year yet, guys, which is why we're not seeing it. I don't know why. I think it's the stupidest name ever, and I just love shitting on Fartcoin. So excuse me if you're a Fartcoin holder, and I hate that this is the third.
Hope you're making money.
About it. But as you guys can see, there was a clear run up all the way to $1.60, and now we're kind of chilling at. It's lost so much value. In the week, it's down 24%. I mean, this is just a savage.
Well, and we'll see what happens with this, but this coin is actually an example of something that's not really a pump and dump. Gosh, I cannot think of that kid.
It's dumping.
I mean, it is dumping, but it's not like it opened at $1.01 and it's down at $1.05. I'm talking about stuff where there's 50 billion, 50 trillion coins, and they're all, each coin is 0.00004 cents, and you're like, oh, I can buy 100,000 of those for $100, and when it goes to $1, I'll have 100,000. Yeah, it's not going to $1.
Yeah, the bubbles don't.
Shiba Inu is not going to $1, guys. Yeah. I had a trillion Shiba Inu coins. Oh, when it goes to $1, no, it's not going to $1.
So why? So I guess we should get into a little bit of that and talk about kind of why. See, Shiba Inu is a great product. Look at this. Look at this day, guys. It was up. It was going up, and then it just absolutely savagely dumped. And then people bought it back up, and now we're kind of back up
Let's
again.
see the year.
The yearly is rough, guys. And again, Shiba Inu, the market cap is almost $8 billion. So the reason
Again,
to me,
and it's 22nd ranked coin by market cap in the thing. So again, this is not really a pump and dump. It's just a dumb project.
well, and exactly, there's a reason that I'm highlighting these first, guys, because these are meme coins, and
Yeah.
meme coins get associated with rug pulls and crappy projects all the time. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about, there are these coins that are, backed by big projects that have large market caps that have been around for a couple of years. And yes, they're getting crushed right now, but it's because they're memes and they have no utility. Really, I mean, some of them do, but our point is,
thank you,
when
Ice.
there are lots of, there's lots of projects that have super, super low market caps that are just complete garbage that just really aren't. It's funny that Ice is in the chat because
Ice found the kid made the Quant Solana meme coin.
Quant. Thank you. I see again. I don't think Quant's going to show up here. I might need to pull up Coin. Oh, look at that Quant. So again, guys, it's up.
This is funny because people saved it. The kid, like, what was he, like 13, created this coin. It was a fake coin. He created it. He kept. Here's clue number 2. The majority of the tokens that are created belong in the hands of the developer or developers, the team, or social media influencers who got free tokens to push the token. What does that mean they're going to do? So if 60-70% of the tokens that exist, if you create 1 million tokens and 700,000 of them belong to the team and the social media influencers who didn't pay anything for these tokens. Okay, these tokens are created by typing in a keyboard. There's no value behind it.
Yeah, no, you're right, guys. I was actually pulling up the wrong Quant. I'm gonna have to look on CoinMarketCap, and I'll do that just to show you guys real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a huge red flag, guys. That's the second red flag is
that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna take their tokens, they're gonna hype it up, they're gonna social media. They're going to push, the next biggest thing. They're going to find something that grabs cultural attention. Usually it's some type of meme or something that's popular. They'll create a supply of tokens. They'll keep the majority. They'll release some for sale at a low price. They'll watch again, they paid $0.00 for their tokens. So any money they make is free money. So they'll watch the price go up and they'll dump their tokens, and then the tokens will go, like, let's say they launch it at a penny. They'll wait till it gets to 15 cents, dump their tokens, and that price will go down to fractions of a penny because all the supply is gone. That's clue number 2, that you're looking at a rug.
So, guys, you know what the ticker is? I actually looked for Quant Kid, but it doesn't look like. Again, some of these projects aren't really tracked by. I think this is at Gen Z Quant. The market cap is only $7,000, so it's not. I think this is it. I think this is the actual.
Maybe so. You get the point.
But look at the score, guys. Look at the profile score, and again, it is because, and it's funny because the community sentiment is actually bearish. It looks. I think this is the correct project. But it's just insane to me because, like JC said, the community saved this project. So there's no real reason to own it. It's just they're like, let's pump it up. And it's funny because we've had this happen to us before.
Okay, so this is the greatest. One of my favorite stories from the last 3 years in this bear market is absolute degenerate stuff that Reptar and Ice did in our Discord one day. We were watching. There have been cycles where garbage pump and dump meme coins gain a lot of traction, and it goes on for about a week, maybe 2, and then it goes back to like no one cares. But anyway, please tell the story. This is like one of my favorite stories of the last 3 years.
So before I get into the story, I just want to refresh on the 3 tips, guys. Really look at the founder, look who's creating the project, look to see if they have allocated a lot of coins to themselves into their own wallets. And guys, just go on CoinMarketCap. Just do some research.
Yep.
Look into these projects on your own. They're very basic tips, but they're ones that people
on my
don't.
shirt there.
They're basic tips, but they're effective. You really want to be careful getting into these projects. But we don't always take our own advice. We get into risky projects sometimes too because it's fun, but the difference is we are prepared to lose on 90% of these projects.
Yeah, and we're throwing in $10, $50, $100. We're not throwing in 10 grand. So
exactly.
Let me set the stage for you. There was a project coming out called BBW, which stands for Big Bad Wolf.
It was Big Bad Wolf, guys.
Wolf,
okay,
people. Big Bad Wolf.
Not that there's anything wrong with
their token ticker was BBW, which obviously is going to get some attention. And they released, they did their social media hype. They had an NFT associated with it. It had little wolves. We have some that's going in my rug that I make. But so it was meme coin season was kind of popping for a couple of weeks, and so we were like, hey, here's one that's got some good thing. Let's see what we can do. And Reptar.
So me and Ice, I believe, got into. It was so long ago, I don't even remember. If forgive me if it wasn't, but Ice is in the chat right now. We were just kind of in. We were just waiting for the token to launch, and you guys know when you get in on a token launch, that's when it just goes. Right when it launches. So we were in ground level. We're ready to go. Long story short, we actually found the wrong token, kind of like what we just did now. There was a fake token that was launching at the same time because people were trying to take advantage of this launch.
Yeah, they saw the hype. They're like, I'm going to launch a fake token and take people's money.
So when Trump coin goes, make sure you're buying the right one. Not not pro.
Always check the contract address.
Just look at the contract address for the token, guys, because we're excited. We're degenerates. We're ready. We each threw in, I think, like $300 into not only a scam meme token, but it was the scam of the scam. Like it was an imposter of BBW. So we bought the wrong token and immediately it 3x'd and we panicked. We're just like, oh my God, it's up, it's going. And then as soon as we saw a red candle, we sold immediately. And then we realized our mistake. It wasn't really a mistake, I guess. We like 3x. But we realized that it was the wrong token. So we went back to find the real token. And as soon as it launched, it just...
Yeah, because all the momentum had been stolen by the fake token.
By the other project. Because so many people bought the fake project instead of the project that eventually rug pulled anyway. So we made money on a scam of a scam.
They didn't have enough success for me to say they were a rug pull because they got rugged by someone else. And
they were knitting the rug, and then it just got pulled out of their hand.
But yeah, they literally got into a fake scam of a meme, probably pump and dump token, and 3x their money.
we'll leave it on that, guys, because we are running out of time here today. But we've been, and that was just one story. We have so many stories like that. More where we've lost some money as well. But the thing is, guys, memes and rug pulls are sometimes fun to get into. Right. But you just got to remember that when you're making these insane risks and you're looking for these insane gains, you need to be ready to take those risks and be prepared to lose it all.
Expect that you get zero. It's literally playing roulette. So reminder, look at the token allocations. Something we failed to mention, but you need to know who made this project. If they're not doxed, if they don't, if you don't know who the founders are, it's probably going to be a pump and dump. And then we'll add something else on projects. If you're in the Discord, if they are a project that has a Discord, and you're like, okay, they're going along, and all of a sudden, the founders, the creators, disappear from the Discord, and all you get is moderators trying to cover and vamp and be like, I don't know, the team is saying this. I'm in contact with the if that's the case, if the founders and the team members are gone, that project is going to go to zero. So
yeah, that's a great point too. I thought we did discuss founders actually, but that was a good one. If the Discord dies, we have if you guys want to check out a Discord that is very fun and degenerate with the founders in there every day. check us out. That's the plug. Guys, thank you so much for sticking with us for the live stream. We have a very special guest that we're going to be interviewing here soon. We will have a video out
Yep.
for you
We'll
guys
have
soon.
not a live video. It'll be, like semi-professionally edited, and be talking about one of our favorite projects that we've been in for a long time, getting the alpha on what changes are coming up. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for being here this morning. If you're watching on replay, give us your tips and tricks for finding rugs and pump and dumps. Or
if you guys have any comments that we didn't mention about what to look out for, check it out.
Yep. Share it with everyone watching the videos, so that we all don't get scammed. But that being said, thanks for being